Hi, welcome to our overview of Charlie. Jeff, take it away.
Wilco was founded by four longtime industry executives with a long history of innovation and success. Between us, we have more than 150 combined years of mortgage experience. When we got together, we asked, if we weren't limited by legacy tech, how could we fix this broken process? We're not Silicon Valley guys jumping into the mortgage space. We have already solved for major issues in the mortgage industry, and we're funded out of the founders' own pockets. So we are not beholden to anyone, and we have the wherewithal, the discipline, and the patience to build it right. We have created the only cloud-native, single code base, end-to-end solution that incorporates the POS, the LOS, BI, and AI. This eliminates dozens of integrations layered on top of your system of record, making it all crazy fast, seamless, and configurable. We call it Charlie. So that's who we are and why we're doing this. We're now going to focus on one of Charlie's hundreds of differentiators that will massively improve your people's productivity. Let's have a look. Lori, why are you showing us a beach?
Because my work here is already done. That application that came in yesterday is already cleared to close, and I didn't have to do a thing.
How could that happen?
Automation.
Okay, maybe we can't get to clear to close in a day just yet, but Lori will now show you how far we've already come. Here's a real-life use case that will briefly demonstrate the power of our production optimization platform. In this scenario, I'm the borrower, and Lori is playing the part of Wilco's Charlie. Notice I didn't say she was a processor or some other lender employee. She is the software. She is automation. This is Charlie for the borrower. Look, a modern LOS should have a native POS instead of bolted-on tech. That way the borrower is able to perform tasks side by side with the lender's personnel and see real-time updates of their application. I can see everything I want to know about my application, the status, the request for information, the people on my team. Now I've already completed my application and I added a bank account. I chose not to provide my bank credentials for the VOA. Charlie noted that bank account, realized it needed to be verified, and automatically added the doc request. This was instantly added to my activities list, my borrower tasks, if you will. So now Lori is Charlie.
Charlie is designed to be easy to navigate. Everything I need is right in front of me. Today, however, we are focusing on assets. When Jeff input that bank account, Charlie added the record for his checking account and noted that he had put that he has about $50,000 in there. He chose not to have it verified through the automated verification of assets vendor.
Yeah, I'm not alone in that. More than half of all borrowers won't give their bank credentials during the application process.
Exactly. But if he did choose to automate that verification, we of course fully support that process as well. Now, we saw that Charlie asked him for a bank statement when Jeff was in as the borrower. There is no need for intervention by the lender. The status of all doc requests are shown to me here as well. Because I always have visibility into what's going on, but I don't necessarily need to take the manual steps or potentially forget those manual steps. And again, no action is needed on anyone's part at the lender. Charlie is doing it automatically.
Now, I signed up for text alerts, and I just got one asking me for a bank statement. I'm now going to my bank app to grab that statement, and I'm going to upload it right from my phone into the borrower's portal in Charlie.
Now, Charlie immediately saw that a requested document was uploaded, and now several things are going to start to happen simultaneously. Charlie is going to recognize and categorize that document and extract applicable data. It's going to change the status to documented. And then if the lender's confidence score level was hit, Charlie will then mark it as verified. It's going to then write the data to the loan. And we can see that that has happened here. It also gave us the exact balance in that account, which is more like $44,000 and not quite the optimistic $50,000 that Jeff thought that he had in that loan. I see that it's still enough to cover closing costs and reserve, and I'm all green across the top here. We also show that the progress item for assets is now marked as complete. No action needed to be taken on the part of the lender.
Everything you need to collect from the borrower, to analyze, to confirm, and to validate can have this same automation, whether it's VOA, EIOU, purchase contract, insurances, everything. So while some solutions may be able to recognize documents and pull data off them, Charlie also analyzes it and creates activities and workflow from it. And when possible, Charlie completes the activities too.
Now, as a lender, you might not be fully comfortable having Charlie go all the way through to completed. So we can queue that up for the appropriate skill set to review it and provide a one-stop shop workspace for them to be able to complete that review all in one place. The details of these workspaces will also train your folks in how to review bank statements, and it also, more importantly, standardizes your review process across the whole organization.
So I'm good to go, Lori?
Well, you might have been if you didn't decide to go on vacation in the middle of this process. As we know, all kinds of stuff can go on during the life cycle of the loan, but Charlie watches out for you. Now, Jeff's closing day got pushed out for 2 weeks to accommodate that vacation, and the bank statement has expired. Now, we are all going to time travel together here and expire that document. And what we see is that Charlie is going to automatically change the status of that bank statement. It's also going to change the status of the progress item. Now I'm going to go ahead and refresh this loan as we see. It's going to change the status of that document to expired. It also brings the status back to stated versus verified. We also see that I am now right across the board here because without those funds being verified, I do not have enough funds to close or for reserves. So when Jeff gets back from vacation, it's going to send him an automatic request for another bank statement to upload. Charlie will then read the bank statement. It will automatically verify that document, and we'll be good to go from there. Most importantly, you are not closing with an expired bank statement. No one's touching the loan. There's no uploads, no downloads. There's no missyncing of data between multiple solutions.
Everyone is talking about task-based workflow as the next must-have, right? We view it differently here at Wilco. We had to perfect atomic-level task-based workflow in order to maximize the ability to automate. You may already have some kind of document recognition solution bolted onto your system of record. The challenge is that without modern architecture designed with task-based workflow in mind, you still end up making an employee take action with the identified document and any data you successfully extracted from it. Charlie is not just task-based. It's designed from the ground up for the automation of tasks. And remember, with Charlie, you are not paying for and dealing with third-party vendor contracts. Charlie is so much more than just a data grabber rules runner. Imagine employing these strategies across your whole business process. How much more efficient could you be? Ask us to show you more.